Hello and welcome to CookieRunOvenbreak with Altroy Galcon, and in this episode I'm going to show you the hard version of the latest breakout map, which is the DragonsBattlefield. And if you like this kind of content, then be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss out anything that I put on this channel. Everything is free, you don't need to pay, and by subscribing you make this channel grow and flourish even more, which makes me happy so I can create more content for you to watch. So, DragonsBattlefield. I've covered this map before in my previous video on it. By the way, the link will be available at the top right of the screen. And I've pretty much explained everything that you need to know about this map, so I actually have no idea what to say. Well, actually I do. The hard mode in the recent patch actually added 2 more stages, when I'm going to talk about those 2 stages when we came actually into the stage itself. And also the fact that the cookies number actually got added, so instead of me running with just 10 cookies like in the previous run, I will be running with 15 cookies now. Although if you compare the cookies that I use in this particular run to the run that I did a couple of months earlier, it isn't that different. You'll see what I mean when you count how much is the same cookies that make an appearance in this video and also in the normal video. Well, if you count the last patch being a month ago and now we have another brand new patch. But yeah, thankfully Devsisters didn't change anything pretty much. And yeah, so let's see if this particular breakout stage lasts for an entire year and not just 38 weeks, just like how Wonder Crab is, or was, because Wonder Crab isn't available in the rotation anymore. So remember, just a few minutes ago I said that I have no idea on things that I want to talk about. Well, I kind of think about it and I managed to figure out one simple thing. I will tell you all the tricks that you need to do in order to get the same score as me, or even better than I did actually. So for Timekeeper Cookie, all you need to do is to use the melon dynamite treasure even more efficiently. So unlike what I did here, I just use it whatever I like. But in reality, you need to time it to make sure that when the melon dynamite treasure activates, the nearby obstacles get destroyed. And that's pretty much it. So, butter squid's tricks in this run, there are plenty of them, and one of them is this one. I have to activate his ability twice there. The second one is related to his ability of using his speaker there to destroy obstacles. See this X here, that if I destroy the X, it will generate their jellies. Ideally, I wanted to destroy all of them, but sometimes I have to leave some of them like that one, simply because I don't have the speaker to destroy the obstacles. And the last one is how you actually end the run with Butter Squid Cookie. And it's quite tricky. I'm going to explain when we got into that particular section. But until then, enjoy the run. So I have come to the part where the run is really tricky. So I have to quit the run and this specific spot here, and let's see if I could pull this trick off. So let's see if that is actually possible. So I quit here and go into the next cookie that will take the run. So time for the truth. Is the trick actually works? I will know the trick will work if this is the exact spot that I wanted. Yes, the trick actually works. So allow me to explain how the trick works. Long story short, if I go slightly further to the right, then Dino Cookie will start at that exact spot instead of the spot where I wanted, which is the part where I collect the berry jellies. That in turn made the use of the legendary blue treasure, which is the blue meteor, a lot easier because there is a lot of berry jellies that I could collect. If I actually let Squid Cookie's health run out, there will be less berry jellies that I could collect and therefore less score. So yeah, for now enjoy the run, because for Dino Cookie's turn there are no tricks at the moment. So now, here comes Schneball Cookie's turn, and there are a couple of tricks that you need to understand to make this run work. But the thing is, all of the tricks are occurred at the end of the run, so I'm just going to stay silent for a while until I got into that particular part of the run. So here comes the tricky part of this particular run. So I have to take advantage of all of these trampoline effects here, and I have to keep it all the way until the trampoline effect ends. You can actually land on those two trees, and that will be really bad. Oh no, so close yet so far, and now I've lost 10 million points. So the way the trick works is I have to use the momentum from the trampoline to allow Schneball Cookie to activate her last skill, because if that is not the case, then I have to start from the very beginning. Otherwise, I have to start from the very beginning. That's why I'm using the red egg of resurrection as the treasure on the middle. And this is the point where I did my biggest mistake in this run. So instead of quitting immediately, I decided to let Schneball Cookie sprint for the final time. And the consequence for this particular action will be huge. You will see it a bit later on. But for now, it's time to move on into the next cookie, which is going to be Raspberry Mousse Cookie. So with Raspberry Mousse Cookie, there is hardly any trick. All you need to do is just maximize the score, and you maximize the score by activating the Raspberry Mousse Cookie's ability at the right time, because all of these rainbow berry jellies, which I push the score thanks to the rainbow bear cake, and yeah, you just get all of this and you should be good to go. But for now, I'm just going to stay silent until we met the next cookie. So next cookie, it is going to be Sugar Swan Cookie, and finally I've managed to maximize her magic candy. And I'm going to stay silent once again because there are no tricks required in order to run Sugar Swan Cookie's face perfectly. So it is Lemon Cookie's turn, and there are no tricks in Lemon Cookie's run, at least in this particular part of the run. So I'm going to stay silent once again until I met the next cookie. And now here comes the part where this strategy goes a little bit different compared to the meta runs. Currently, the meta runs managed to get 10 billion points, 10 billion points to 10.1 billion points. But because on this trick you have to use Tangerine Tangkulu cookie, and the trick for that cookie is ridiculously hard, and therefore this is the alternative strategy. Fun fact, we actually used this as the very first strategy before we discovered the Tangerine Tangkulu cookies trick. And if you're wondering how the Tangerine Tangkulu cookies trick works, then you can check it out by going into Boxygen's channel, and especially this video, to figure it out how the trick actually works. Also, shout out to Boxygen for being one of, if not the best Cookie Run Breakout player that this game currently has. Anyway, in this particular part of the run with Coffee Candy Cookie, there are no tricks, so I'm just going to stay silent until the next cookie's turn. Right, time for Sugar Glass Cookie's turn, and I couldn't believe that even throughout the years of this cookie being introduced, she's still meta in Breakout. To be fair, Breakout is the only part where she's really good at. So remember a bit earlier when I said that I created a mistake in Schneball Cookie's part of the run. Yeah, this part will explain why that was a mistake. So basically, I'm starting at the wrong position, and that will bring devastating consequence, and I will explain to you why that is the case. So what is supposed to happen here is Sugar Glass Cookie's health is about to run out, and I have to do the same trick that I did way back on the Lustrous Longan Palace with Licorice Cookie. By the way, if you are wondering what the trick was, then you can check it out by clicking the link at the top right of the screen. So what I'm supposed to do here is when this bonus time is about to end, I have to pause the game and then quit Sugar Glass Cookie's turn and move on into the next cookie. And it is at this point here I have to pause and then quit the game, but because Sugar Glass Cookie's skill is not over yet, I decided to continue on the skill, even though at this point I supposed to have quit a long time ago. So yeah, I ended up at the wrong spot to finish Sugar Glass Cookie's run. All of that in turn meant that the next cookie that I'm going to use, which is Croissant Cookie, will end up with less score. And that begs the question why I'm so desperate to quit just after the bonus time. And the answer is that it's really simple, because if I quit at the end of the bonus time, the game still thinks that I'm on the previous stage when Sugar Glass Cookie's health ran out, and that in turn made Croissant Cookie here experience bonus time just like Sugar Glass Cookie. So I entered bonus time for the second time instead of only once. And that also will bring, I'm not quite sure the exact number, but it is somewhere to 50 to 70 million points. And that is before Croissant Cookie's health began to decrease. So yeah, now all of the hard tricks are gone, and yeah, at this point the run is basically goes as normal. There are a couple of tricks that you need to do, but it is not as hard as the one that I showed you before. So yeah, I'm just going to stay silent once again until Croissant Cookie's turn ends. Now's the time for Lotus Dragon Cookie's turn, and the trick in this particular part of the run is basically collect as many jellies as possible, because I wanted to activate Lotus Dragon Cookie's skill at the end of the run, and the only way that actually can happen is if I equip the wing jelly of resurrection, that is the treasure on the right. And that's pretty much it actually. And oh yes, I just remembered that this is one of the stages that was added in the recent patch of Breakout. This is stage 7, called the Roar of the Dragons. This is the place where Hydrangea Dragon Cookie and also Ananas Dragon Cookie turn themselves into dragons and fight against each other. So this is second to last stage, and also with the fact that Lotus Dragon Cookie still have plenty of health, this means that I'm going to explore the final stage while still using Lotus Dragon Cookie. What you also realize is the stage itself changed color and background so often. So earlier it changed from Hydrangea Dragon Cookies to Ananas Dragon Cookies. So now Ananas Dragon Cookie is basically the one who attack us. And judging the fact that the stage itself is almost over, this will be the final time any of those two dragons will attack us. And before we explore stage 8 itself, I do apologize that this project took so long, because making a breakout video is not easy, and also it does take a long time. And yeah, here we go, stage 8, throne protected by 8 orbs. This is the final stage of the DragonsBattlefield, and yeah, this stage really put a struggle on me. I have to admit, compared to every single stage, the final stage I mean in the game, this one is basically the shortest one out of all of them. Also, I would like to give a compliment to whoever designed this final stage, because this person made the last stage so short, but then at the same time being so difficult. Usually final stage lasts very long, but this one isn't. But yet, I would say this final stage is at the same level of difficulty as Escape from the Oven, the Creepy Kitchen, that very infamous stage. Now this is the reason why I brought the Wing Jelly of Resurrection. It is for allowing Lotus Dragon's Cookie to use the skill for the final time. So yeah, now I have nothing left to say apart from two things. The first one is I do apologize once again for making this project way too long than it should. So yeah, now I'm just going to move on into the next cookie. So yeah, next up is Hydrangea Cookie. And oh, it has been such a long time since I featured this particular cookie on this channel. Anyway, where was I earlier? Oh yes, the Breakout project that takes way too much time. Right now, I currently have around 6 to 7 videos about CookieRun Tower of Adventures inside my archive that is waiting for it to be released. But yeah, all of that will be released soon enough, and things are going to get really exciting for sure. And last but not least, it is the final trick for this particular run, and that is what to do when you have the last cookie in this particular breakout run, which is going to be Mala Sauce Cookie. Oh yes, I just realized this is the part where the stage goes really hard. See these longan guardians here trying to stab me? One is fine, two is also fine, but when it goes really hard, it is when these longan guardians have 3 of them. And you will see shortly just how difficult this stage will be. And we will approach that part really soon. Oh, speaking of which, oh there you go, Hydrangea Cookie skill is activated. That should release this tension for a while. But once the skill ended, I have to really concentrate with this one. So you think the threat is finally over once those 3 guardians are passed? Well, think again. This thing right here is also what makes this stage really annoying, especially the fact that the left hand can actually strike you from behind. By the way, I forgot what this thing is called, so if anyone managed to figure that out, then please do let me know in the comment section down below. But now it's time to move on into the next cookie, which is going to be Lollipop Cookie. Ah yes, Lollipop Cookie, another cookie that have the same treatment as Sugar Glass Cookie. A cookie that is really good in Breakout, but it is only good in Breakout. And in this particular part of the run there are no tricks, so all you need to do is just run perfectly. And with that out of the way, I will say that's the end for now, but I took a look at the background and oh my god, whoever created the art is doing the job really well. So yeah, now I'm just going to stay silent until the next cookie's turn. So next up, it is going to be Ananas Dragon Cookie. And if you don't have Ananas Dragon Cookie at the maximum level, and the pet is also not at the maximum level, do not worry, because you can actually switch the Ananas Dragon Cookie with Tangerine Tanghulu Cookie here. But even if you actually manage to max out Tangerine Tanghulu Cookie's level and also the pet, the score that you get will be lower compared to Ananas Dragon Cookie. Even if I run Ananas Dragon Cookies here without any kind of magic candy booster, you can also switch Ananas Dragon Cookie with Pitaya Dragon Cookie, assuming that if you manage to max out Pitaya Dragon Cookie but not Ananas Dragon Cookie. But anyway, because there are no tricks in this particular part of the run, I'm going to stay silent once again, and I will see you at the moment where the last cookie will appear, and that is going to be Mala Sauce Cookie, because the game basically designated the last cookie's place for her. I have no idea why Devsisters decided to take that approach, since the run that I did with Sorbet Shark Cookie at the City of Wizards a long time ago. So yeah, the final cookie, it is going to be Mala Sauce Cookie, and there are 2 more tricks before the run actually ends. So the first one is related to how you optimize her ability. So you have to use her weapon in order to destroy obstacles and therefore create more points. And also the last trick is how to use her ability in the final part of this particular stage. So as you will see, the last part includes this jelly booster right here, and all you need to do is not activate her ability until the booster effect ends, and there you go. That's basically it. And the reason why you want to use it like that is because if you use it during the booster, Mala Sauce Cookie skill will actually make her run at a normal pace instead of this booster speed right here, and that will be really bad. So yeah, TLDR, use her skill whatever there is obstacles, and also there is a special part where you have to use it in a very specific way. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm Galcon, signing it off, and I'll see you on the next video where I'm covering more contents on CookieRun Tower of Adventures. Until then, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now, everyone. So in this particular breakout mode, my personal best score is 9.645 billion points, and the top players managed to get 10 billion points, around that number. But then again, I have to take some alternative routes